between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Texans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Allen maybe with a free play. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point put through by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a first there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. One play action, Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Fields. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. Going deep here for Watkins. And And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. 2nd down and 3. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Fields throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Off the option, it's Jones. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take the... yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications. Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off the option, here's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him. Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete. Yeah, now brings up 4th down. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
31 yards there, the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Touchdown, Texans. Darius Slayton, 35 yards. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
From just shy of midfield,
Fields.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. But put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back...
And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All eyes on Fields.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now Fields. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown. And when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Charles, wonder when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blow.